Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see Raleigh going up against Memphis. Here with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce.
Here we go.
And Raleigh with possession here. Pass to Green. Here's Duncan. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
As team first as anyone in this league, Green is always looking to dish.
Here's Rizachet. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
And out on the wing, Zach Rizachet has so many things scouts are looking for these days.
Yeah, this guy has tremendous potential as a two-way threat. Great length, good athleticism, and his jump shot could be elite.
More of a positional defender. That time, Green sends it back.
And they get it back. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Oh, stolen by Embiid. It's rebounded by Rizachet. Pass to Duncan. The three ball. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You gotta keep him out of the paint.
Here's Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Now here's Green. Here's Embiid. It's rebounded by Rizachet. The three from Wembanyama. Takes the three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Wembanyama's got 5 now.
Scouts love this from Wembanyama. A big who can hit smooth three-point shots.
Here's Duncan. Pass to Rizachet. Here's Duncan. For 3. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Nice pass by Rizachet. You can already see he has a high basketball IQ.
And there's a pick. Shot from 12. Up again. Memphis with a rebound. Here's Duncan. Three-pointer, no good. 1:14 left in the opening quarter. Duncan, no good. Here's Rizachet. From deep, Wembanyama buries it from 3. Give him 8 points now.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
For 3, George. The rebound by Duncan. And here's Memphis. They're on an 11-2 run. Rizachet. George with the block.
Yeah, rejecting the try there. George firing up his guys.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Pass to Wembanyama. Let's go with a 3. Aldridge pulls down the board. It's a 4-point ball game. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And once again, off the mark by Raleigh. Here's Bird. Nice move. it inside.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Pass to George. Back to Green. Up in time. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
And just nails the three. Way to close the quarter.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Memphis.
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Now Green. Pass to Embiid. From outside the arc. That's his 5th miss. Only made 2 shots in this one so far. Here's Harper. Out to the right wing. No good off the glass. George outside. And the jam by George.
He's not going to take it easy when he gets to the bucket. George will hammer it home.
Leonard looking around. Releases. Oh, Embiid punishing the basket.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. And here is Green. He's got 5. Pass to Duncan. Back to Embiid. To the middle. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Leonard outside. There's a screen by Bull. Shot from the top of the key. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
And Leonard is comfortable shouldering the offense. He knows this team looks to him to score.
Timeout called. Raleigh. For Raleigh. Edwards looking it over. Edwards so good inside.
And just working his way inside, keeping Edwards out of the paint is not an easy task.
Outside Bull. From deep three-point land. And Harper gets it to go. Harper's got 5 points in the quarter.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Back to Cunningham. Davis a screen. Wide open look. And the shot goes down. Davis has got his first 2 points.
For a big man, Davis can really finesse it.
And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
Here's Yao. And it's blocked by Embiid.
Love to see Embiid sliding down shots, taking advantage of his size and frame.
And that one's good.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well, cleaning it up and sending it right back.
And he stepped on the line, so they turn it over. .55 seconds left in the first half. On the wing, Davis. Cunningham outside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Joel Embiid.
What I like about AD is that he uses everything at his disposal.
Over his career, Anthony Davis has averaged 24 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Those are career numbers, Richard.
It's a very short list of players who have done that. Single digit. Pair his scoring with his defensive abilities, and you've got a problem. He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Yao. Cole grabs the board.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Here's the break. Pass to Edwards. Denied by Leonard. Here's the break. Here's Barry. James with the block. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Memphis ahead, leading by just 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. And here's Memphis. 2-point game. Here's Harper. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot. Harper's got 7 points. On the wing, Davis. Davis showing his range.
With a 7'6" wingspan, Anthony Davis can get that jumper off against anyone.
Leonard outside. Pass to Barry. This one for 3. Rebound by Raleigh. Here's Wall. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Standing at 6'4", Wall is a big point guard. That size along with his handles help him operate inside.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Right wing. Barry gets the 3 ball to go. Barry's got his second basket.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Wall on the attack. Here's Davis. Cole grabs the board.
And he's very confident from that range. But you can't make him work.
Leonard can't get it to go.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Fires for 3. Leonard on the wing. Fires from deep. Oh, Leonard laces it in from distance.
And he's a selective three-point shooter. Kawhi only takes them if he feels he has a good look.
Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It goes on Bol.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Raleigh shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That one's no good. With an MVP trophy under his belt, Joel Embiid has only become more dominant, RJ.
I think that 2023 MVP increased his confidence and allowed him to feel like he really was the best player in the world. And I think it motivated him to keep pushing himself. And the results speak for themselves because the stats, they back that up.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Inside. Bol, no good. And here's Raleigh. They trail by 6. Here's Davis. And Embiid with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Embiid touched it last. That's tipped. And so the ball out of bounds. Embiid touched it last.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Memphis leading by 6. Here's Bol. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
You have to appreciate guys who can work the mid-range area. It's clearly how you keep defenses honest.
And when we talk about the numbers, the analytics for great shooters like him, pretty much any shot is a good shot.
Here's Leonard. Pass to Harper. Goes up on the wing. Basket counts. And now a 10-point Memphis lead.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Here's Harper. From outside, off the mark.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
James inside. Davis from long range. The shot's good on the assist by James. And it's now only a 5-point Memphis lead. Here's Harper. He's got 9. Pass to Bull. And it's Kirilenko with a rebound.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how it plays out.
There's Davis with the 3. Outside wall. James outside. 1 second left. Foul called. Looked like the D didn't get there in time. And he'll shoot free throws. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that one misses. And the second free throw is good. The 3 from Rizichet. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Memphis ahead. They're up by 4. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Raleigh. Here he goes. Good D by Wembanyama. Memphis leading by 4. Here's Bird. Pass to Duncan. Second chance shot. Joel Embiid pulls it down.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Here's George. And he packs it down right in the face of Victor Wembanyama.
You gotta like the momentum on George's drive. Cutting into the deep.
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open.
A one-handed tomahawk. That's a guaranteed highlight, B.A.
Check out the bench. They flew out of their seats after that. Here's Duncan. The 3 from Wembanyama. The big man, Wembanyama, sinks the 3.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
All right, time for an injury report.
Hi, guys. The head footing trainer for Raleigh let me know the status. Unfortunately, it doesn't sound good at all. He's likely going to be out for a while.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Boy, this injury definitely looks like it could be serious, guys.
Here's hoping it's not, but yeah, this team may have to get used to playing without him for a bit.
And you just hate to see any injury, but potentially a serious one like this breaks your heart.
Here's George. Memphis with a rebound. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot. This team counts on George to deliver points. His consistency under pressure is key to their offense.
Pass to Duncan. Here's Rizichet. Green covering. Plenty of space. And there it is for him.
Such raw shooting ability for Rizichet in his first year.
screen by Embiid. The three is up. And it's Shays with a rebound.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him. And that's playing big right there. Jack hammers it down.
Went up with some bad intentions. Wow, that had some power on it. And the jam by George.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
From deep three-point land. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Deflects the pass. Oh, stolen by Embiid. Aldridge outside. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. And they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, B.A., you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock and don't turn it over.
And Raleigh with possession here. 7-point differential.
This dude is nails in the clutch. You want your best shot at winning at the end, give the ball to PG.
Out left to the wing. Back to Wembanyama. Wembanyama, effortless inside.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
For three, George. No good. Here's Bird. Gets the three to fall. And now it's a 9-point Memphis lead.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Here's Shays. Yes. So Memphis wins it. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Al.
Man, my favorite game on. Fuck.
The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. Real live to Atlanta in this one as they go up against Raleigh. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brett Berry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline.
Here we go.
So Raleigh will get the first possession. Duncan goes in. Comes up empty down low.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? George, way outside. From beyond the arc and then some.
Yeah, Paul George, no problem pulling up well behind the three-point line to knock him down.
Pass to Zipman. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Atlanta's shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. The first one falls. Both shots good from the stripe.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
And PG just springing to the rim.
We play just over a minute here in the first. Pass to Sigma. Back to ball. And Ball slams it in.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, the quiet intensity that Duncan brings, just incredible. He's a consistent force whose teammates really look up to. And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
And Ball slams it in.
Get up, LaMelo. These Ball brothers can fly.
One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
Now Duncan, after the missed 3 from Evan Turner. Pass to George. Pocket 6. High post, Embiid. Sweet move. Oh, and the jam by Embiid.
And it's no secret that Embiid enjoys the spotlight. When he gets a chance to show off some, he seizes it. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's Embiid. Following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Nice move. That one drops for him.
And you've got to admire the toughness that Embiid plays with. He doesn't let fouls stop him from scoring.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels them.
There's 57 seconds left in the first. And George, here we go. And a wide open look for Karolinko. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Turner for 3. Good on the triple.
Turner not afraid that time to pull the trigger. Why is it sensing that he had the room to shoot from deep?
Embiid from outside. Missed the shot. He's 3 for 4 in the game. Here's George. Paul George grabs the miss.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Outside Karolinko. Pass to Embiid. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
It's just so tough to knock Embiid off the block. That's his territory.
Now George. 2 on the clock. The shot, no good. A big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for Raleigh. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll return shortly. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Raleigh?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
Here's Rose. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Rose has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Atlanta. Embiid the screen. Right wing. The second chance effort. Outside for George.
Get there, get there.
And George with the stuff.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Mitchell wide open. Drops in the tray. Mitchell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
Showing off those long strides. Really tough to keep Paul George off of his straight line when he's on the bounce.
Paul George with the steal. Here's Cunningham. That one, no good. Rose with some nice D. For 3, Mitchell. The offensive rebound. Over Embiid. It's Cunningham with the rebound. Now leading by 4. George with the ball. Panther in cover. Left side Rose. Pass to Davis. Anthony Davis, too much size.
And you could forget the jumpers right now, AD. Keep going inside, big fella.
Outside, George. Screen by Duncan. To the middle. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Duncan's got 6.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Oh, and he picks it off the glass. Wow. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
George with the ball. Now Kirilenko defending. Shot clock at 6. Here's Rose. And Rose throws it down.
Nice play, George creating for others, just manufacturing some points.
Embiid the screen. Here's Duncan. Tries from 10. And Davis pulls it down. Here's George. And it's blocked by Kirilenko.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
From downtown. And that comes off the assist by Duncan. And Raleigh leads by 5.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Now here's Cunningham. No scoring in this one. Count that one.
And how about Cade just pushing through that time to finish it off?
Rose goes in. And this is the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Here's George. And it's sent back by George. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Raleigh leads by 4. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Trailing by 4. The long distance 3 is buried. Ball's got 7 points.
Oh, sweet pull-up game from LaMelo. The young man has so much confidence in his ability.
Yao in the post. Cleans it up off the glass. Yao's got his first points of the game.
Well, this is why they get Yao the ball inside. He's basically unguardable this close to the rim.
And Ball Trails slams it in.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat-out effort was not there.
Here's Sigma, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Now here's Davis. Davis owning the inside.
Well, at that range, Davis is pretty much automatic. He's going to score it.
Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Pick by Yao. Here's Green. Porzingis with the block.
And shooters must beware. Porzingis is down there lurking.
Pass to Sigma. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Yao Ming. For Atlanta, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. First one falls for him. He hits both from the stripe. Ollie trails by 4. Hit by Yao. Here's Edwards. Rebound, Atlanta. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's George. The kick out to Ball. Flash to the hoop. Pass to Sigma. Hits the mark. And Davis pulls it down. Yao with it. Out guarded by Porzingis. And it's sent back by George. Here's Porzingis, the fast break chance. Misses from close range. Porzingis with the steal. And the dunk by Porzingis.
I don't know who's going to get up for that as Porzingis skies for the dunk.
Raleigh calls timeout. Both teams will make substitutions. Raleigh trails by 6. For 3, Edwards. Edwards crashing in from outside.
And you have to stay up on Edwards out there, which is dangerous because he's so good at going right around.
4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Cunningham. And Evan Turner pulls it down. Atlanta leading by 3. It's stolen by Green. And Edwards with a clear pass to the basket.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
We've got a 9-second difference between. What a sweet jam by Edwards.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Pass to Davis. And just miss after miss right now. Left side, Edwards. Now here's Green. No one near James as he lets it go. Sinks the three-pointer. And now a 4-point Raleigh lead. Inside, Turner. And it's slammed in by Turner.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Raleigh on top, leading by just 2. And we'll be back with you right after this. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Here's Raleigh now. The lead is 2. Left side, Edwards. Good work defensively by Turner. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. Here's Sigma. Rebound by Yao. Now Cunningham.
Screen. Right there.
Stolen by Ewing. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Green with the block.
Gritty defense from Draymond, showing how tough it is, and great timing on the catch.
A costly foul there. He'll shoot 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Raleigh.
They've had a lot of success just getting the ball inside, and until the defense adjusts, I don't see any reason to go away from that strategy.
Well, they've also put an emphasis on driving inside in this game. The defense hasn't been able to stop them from finding those gaps.
So both teams changing it up here. Right now, I'll send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to hear Raleigh's coach going over the plan during the break. While the team is up, coach doesn't want his team to let up. He told the team to finish this game. Do not think this will be easy. We've seen comebacks before. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. And now let's check in with David Aldridge to see how Anthony Davis is doing. David.
Hey, Kevin. I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for Raleigh. And this is an unfortunate injury and potentially devastating for them.
Good information, David. He's certainly been on our minds. Now, at least, Greg, we have a little more clarity.
Yeah, now they have the information they need to take the best course of action.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
Here is Edwards. Following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Back to Edwards. A three-pointer, no good. The Atlanta trails by 3. Porzingis. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. And that's 13 points for Porzingis. Here's Edwards. Got a piece of it. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. That free throw good from Porzingis.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Now here's Ingram. Pass to Sigma. Going inside. The kick out to Ball. This one for 3. Raleigh with the rebound. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. And again, no good by Raleigh. And Paul gets double teamed. In the corner, it's Ingram. Back to George. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3. Tim Duncan picks one up.
I'm not afraid that time as PG goes right at the defense to make that play happen.
So the first of 3 is good, and that gives them the lead. And the second free throw drops, and it's a 2-point ball game. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And you just have to understand that hours and hours of practice mean that clutch free throws become easy.
The kick out to Wall. Shot to stop the run. And Paul George good for 3.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
And ball gets double teamed. In the corner, it's in. That falls. Nice speed that time from Jordan. Ingram's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Now, this is what Ingram's coaches encourage him to do because they know these kinds of shots get him into rhythm.
Pass to Zikma. Outside Porzingis. 6 to shoot. And it's blocked by Kirilenko. Here's George. The putback. The offensive rebound. Good. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Yeah, Paul George is sharpening his swords now. Love to see him take that shot.
Now here's Porzingis. Count it.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Atlanta making a switch here. Out to Kirilenko. Embiid the screen. From deep, George. Rebound, Atlanta.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Porzingis. To shoot. The alley-oop. Outside, George. Misses the 3. And so the big run by Atlanta in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you later.
I might watch the game, y'all. I'll be back on later.